Father, as we come together on this day of pilgrimage, we ask you to be with us and strengthen us, that we will be ever more in love with the heart of your Son, Jesus. Please, especially...
we are seeing one of the nicest bridge of Paris. They have 36 total, and that is Alexander III bridge that has the golden horses. And I asked him if we can cross it, so it's beautiful. So you know that on the right hand side we have what we call the invalids, which are the injured. So it was a military hospital. We look down there on the right with a beautiful dome on the church. They get St. Louis, and you know, Napoleon's tomb is underneath. That big tower way down there, very modern, is Montparnasse. That's the one I told you to go and see. And here in this building, Air France, just saw underneath we have a very good restaurant. It's, I would say, half an hour walking from our hotel. Chez Françoise. On the basement of that building of Air France. That's one of those I can recommend to you. So look that from here we see some of the bridges, and we just came into the right bank. Magnifique. So we see the traffic is okay. We can.
And there's our first view of the Notre Dame Cathedral. We had Mass originally scheduled for there, but because of the fire, we aren't able to do that anymore.
That's my personal phone.
3 or 4 months here when they're
Yeah.
Devoted to faith and power from the very beginning of the human presence here in Paris. Actually, we can say that 4,000 years ago, maybe before, a Celtic tribe was, several ones.
There's no way to see the grandeur of this with a video, but I'll try. Oh, the story of the Bible, the life of Christ. This is the book of Genesis, and the book of Exodus, and the book of Numbers. All of these represent books of the Bible and the history of salvation.
And the 3 central ones will be devoted to the New Testament. The one on the left, a lot of lights in it, will be the book of Saint John the Evangelist and the childhood of Jesus. The one on the other side, on the right side, next to the Passion, will be the book of Saint John the Baptist.
Archbishop of Paris, did I tell you that he was only ordained after he was a doctor, PG, and he was studying biology, and he's an expert in that area that is really important nowadays, you see. And only at the age of 40.
Our group is here now.
And
Teresa
became
is
a
telling
priest.
us more about Notre
And then
Dame.
he was
Here we are at the Notre Dame, and it's a very sad thing to see the burned out church, the basilica. Here's what it used to look like. I have 4 pictures here from the archives to show you what Notre Dame Cathedral looked like before the fire. And then came the fire. Here's some very graphic images of that fire when the beautiful spire fell down too. What a massive fire that was. And here's what it looks like from ground level where we are today. We walked around it a bit as much as we could and explained what happened. And here's the church, what it looks like to us from ground level. But I also thought that I would look in the archives for some aerial views to get a view of how the burned out church really looks from above. It's very sad, and we hope that they build it back exactly like it was, because it's a heritage of Catholicism.
you know, to
We're driving
the
past the
19th
Louvre right
century.
now.
And
Amazing
look here,
place,
please, on the
actually.
right.
Take days to see the whole thing.
Look, on the right. You have 3 arches of triumph. This is the model that actually Napoleon saw. Through that is the second one that he ordered, but he never saw. And further down there, you see La Défense, which is a big one. So it's like a puzzle or Lego toys. If you push them all together, one fits inside the other, that fits inside the other. You know that, and they are on this big, beautiful line. So this is the original that was used as model.
To take the little train up the hill to the church of Sacré-Cœur. And our group is all right here behind me. And that's ultimately our destination right there. Sacré, Sacred Heart. And ultimately, that's our destination right up there, the Sacred Heart.
Wear pickpocket. Nothing look under your back. Mobile phone. Valuables at all times.
There's the rest of our group waiting for the next car.
Is that your husband walking? Yeah. Nice. Oh my gosh. Wow. I've heard people say that.
Touching St. Peter's feet, just like at the Vatican, as giving peace, sign of peace to pilgrims. And this is a beautiful view of Paris from the front porch here of Sacred Heart Church. Look at that view of Paris. The Eiffel Tower is right behind these trees, if you wonder.
Oh no, I think down there. That's
We're now waiting for the sacristan to open up the crypt for us so we can go down and have Mass in the crypt of the church. We are praying in front of the Blessed Sacrament, which is here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for over 100 years.
And sustain our love. Amen. God the Father of heaven, God the Son, Redeemer of the world, God the Holy Spirit, Holy Trinity, one God, heart of Jesus, Son of the Eternal Father, heart of Jesus formed by the Holy Spirit in the womb of the Virgin Mother.
This is where Therese of Lisieux came for Mass, as you can see right there. In the Church of Sacre-Cœur. We're in the grotto beneath.
Do this in memory of me.
And back down from the mountain. Driving down the famous Champs Elysées. We're in Champs Elysées.
Tout ce que vous voulez. Yeah, wait till we go around the island. That's good. We drive past the Arch of Triumph and see the Eiffel Tower, so we know we're almost to our hotel, and here we are getting off the bus. Everybody has the rest of the day free.